Hey everybody out there, Joe Novo right here, the Drunken Cockatoo, and I got a special attraction today. We got AnnLouise Peterson. If you ever watched the Joe Novo show, she was a actress on that show, did a bunch of different characters, great actress. She's back with us she's co-hosting for the day today. Lucky Leo, we don't know where he is, missing in action. He took an airplane out over the Bermuda Triangle, and we haven't heard from him since, so we're hoping that he shows up later, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so today's content of the show today is called Biloxi. We're going to talk about Biloxi, Mississippi. And, you know, any of you that have been there, the Beau Rivage, the Grand Casino, they have all the big shows, that crazy carnival from France or wherever, and I forgot what it's called. They're there all the time. They got great buffets, great Asian food, Thai food, everything's there, and it's right on the beach. All the casinos are on the beach. And AnnLouise, have you ever been to Biloxi yourself?
Oh, I sure have, Joe, and I will never ever forget the place. I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah, it's a
just
beautiful
awesome.
place.
You know, they had that like a pirate ship. Talking about pirate, the big
Treasure Island.
captain here, Treasure Island.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
Treasure
right.
Island. Yeah.
I mean, it might have been a wild night,
Yeah.
so
Did
you
you-
know, forgive me for forgiving.
Did you do any
forgetting.
gambling while you were there?
I did. Yeah, I did a lot. Actually, I had this few friends of mine that were hanging out, and they were really big gamblers. So they brought me in, and you know, they actually brought me luck too. I left with a whole slew of money,
Yeah.
and then we went swimming.
Well, the beaches
We
are
just-
beautiful. The white sand beaches there. That, I mean, just a beautiful place. I got to tell you, when I pushed the racing wheelchair from, you know, Florida to California, I started in Daytona Beach, Florida, and I pushed it all the way to, you know, Los Angeles. And man, I remember I was, you know, going up Florida, you know, up like on US 19 early in the morning and all that. It was kind of boring. And then I remember we hit Floribama, which is that giant bar that MCA Records, I believe,
Floribama?
Capitol Records, Floribama. It's a giant bar that's right on the water in Perdido Key. Half of it's in Alabama, the other half is in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
And that was fantastic. And then I had to get back, and, you know, of course, we partied too much and ate too many crawfish. So the next morning I had to get up and do another marathon in the wheelchair. And we're heading through Alabama. And
Wow.
it wasn't that much of Alabama, but it was really boring because where I was going through, there was nothing but little oyster shanty shacks, and you know, it was boring. And then I was looking forward to Biloxi because I had never seen it, and I had planned the route to go right by it. And man, I remember we went through, you know, all those great places, Pensacola, Florida, and then in Alabama, after the Floribama. And I remember I was coming down the road and I saw all those casinos, and it was just beautiful white sand beaches, you know.
Oh yeah.
And everywhere when I traveled, AnnLouise, I always kept I had a company that did my publicity because I was pushing a wheelchair across the country. Jimmy Buffett sponsored me, as everybody knows. And I'm pushing past this casino, Grand Casino, one of them, and Jerry Lee Lewis, the famous singer that, you know, Great Balls of Fire.
Of course.
He was playing for his 80th birthday party there. And so I always carried a newspaper from the, you know, the last one.
Jerry Lewis?
Yeah, so
Wow.
let me tell you the story.
That's awesome.
I go into the place and we go for his concert, and I get as close as I can to the back room, and somebody stops me, and I gave him a newspaper, and I said, you know, I would like to meet Jerry Lee Lewis. I'm the guy that Jimmy Buffett sponsored. I figured maybe Jimmy Buffett that would get me in to meet him, and
Oh, yeah.
I said maybe I'd like to meet him after his show, and we'll let you know, kid, and all that. So, you know, I went, and I say kid because it was 35 years
You're
ago.
still a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
And so anyway, we watched the concert, and we're drinking bourbon, having a great time. And me and Glenn, the guy that went with me, we're getting up to leave, and the guy yells for me, and he says, "Hey," he goes, "Jerry Lee wants to meet you." And I'm like, unbelievable. And I said, "Can my buddy go with me, Glenn?" And
Awesome.
they're like, "Nope, just you." So anyway, I walk in there. I mean, the hair's up on the back of my neck, and I go in the room, and there he is sitting there with that white tuxedo he has with all the sequins on it and everything, and you know, just unbelievable.
I mean, that must have been a moment of
Unbelievable.
lifetime.
So I sit down and I talk to him, and
Seriously.
I remember there was a bottle of Rebel Yell whiskey, and he asked me if I wanted. He said, "You want a shot of whiskey, kid?" And I said, "Yeah." And I poured it in a glass, and I sat and talked to him for about 30 minutes. I talked to him, and I even got to ask him about some of the people that he had played with, like Johnny Cash. He said Johnny Cash was a super nice guy. And I even got to ask him about Elvis Presley.
Oh, wow.
And he told me, he says, "I wish Elvis Presley would have been born at another time." And I said, "Why is that, Mr. Lewis?" And he said, "Because the guy you just couldn't outdo him." He said, "That guy would get on national television and shake his hips a little bit, and the girls would faint. and they would ban him, and he would get all the publicity and on the planet because he shook his hips. The next week, he says, I'd be there playing on, you know how crazy I was when I was young, he said. I said, I remember, I've seen all the archival films. He said, I'd light my damn piano on fire and be playing with my feet and, you know, screaming all the craziest songs of the day and age, and they would, you know, nothing was really said about it. And then Elvis Presley would get up and, like, you know, lift his lip a little bit, and they would go bananas.
Have you seen Elvis in action?
Yeah, only on film, of course.
The women?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So so anyway, I got and talked to him for about another 30 minutes. It was really great. And I swear to you, one thing that I told a friend about this recently, talking about this upcoming show, and it brought tears in my eyes. I got up and I shook his hand, and he said, and I had told him about the swim I did too, when I broke the world record distance swim. And he said to me, as I got up, as I was leaving the room, he said, Joe, I said, yeah, Mr. Lewis, he said, they call me the killer. He goes, you're the real killer. And he laughed. And I walked out, man, the hair was up on the back of my neck, and I just couldn't believe that I sat there with Jerry Lee Lewis.
What a moment for a young kid,
it was I mean, I'll never forget Biloxi because of that. And then, of course, we had, I mean, they got all the great buffets out there, some of the best Vietnamese restaurants I've ever eaten at. In fact,
now we're talking.
We have the resident mermaid, Kimmy's going to do a dish that's really significant in that area, a curry dish, shortly. But I'll tell you, here's another crazy thing. You remember the Honeymooners with Jackie Gleason on TV when he was the bus driver?
Great
Well,
show.
there was a short-lived sitcom that came on about the same time, and they tried to outdo the Honeymooners. Of course, they lost, and it was called The Warmongers. Did you ever catch any of the Warmongers before?
I did, yeah.
And it was really funny, and they did the same formula where he was abusive to his wife, like, you know, Jackie Gleason was, Audrey Meadows in the sitcom and all that, and Ralph and Alice, and I think they just went a little too far, and it was a little too rough, so I think it got canceled from TV. But believe it or not, because of this Biloxi show and Jerry Lee Lewis, and I was thinking about Jackie Gleason, who was friends with Jerry Lee Lewis, I actually found an archival film of one of the episodes of the Warmongers, and I got them right here, right now.
Awesome.
So we're gonna take a break here, and we're gonna show that archival Warmongers film. And when we come back, Kimmy, the resident mermaid, is gonna make a nice curry dish. She's gonna teach the viewers how to make it. Let's go ahead and take a break, and then we'll go ahead. And when we come back, we'll get to eat some curry. But in the meantime, the Warmongers, check it out. You're gonna like it.
Darling, I'm so glad you're home. I missed you so much today.
Oh, I missed you too, honey. I thought today would never end.
Well, why don't you just have a seat at the table and I'll get your dinner ready in a jiffy.
Oh, what a rough day. I am absolutely famished. By the way, what's for dinner tonight, honey?
Darling, it's liver and onions. Your favorite with candied jams.
Liver and onions? What in the hell is wrong with you? Whoever put it in your thick skull, that freaking gruel is one of my favorites. I'd rather eat the ass out of a dead skunk. Tell me, were you this freaking stupid when I married you?
Of course I was. Why the hell else would I marry an idiot like yourself?
That's funny, Wilma. You're a regular riot. And I want to let you know right now, I'm not going to eat liver and onions for dinner tonight. I want a T-bone steak cooked medium rare. A man who works as hard as I do should be able to enjoy a nice thick steak after a hard day's work.
A steak? On what they pay you? With your pathetic salary, all you are going to be able to eat is a wooden steak. You know the one that you kill a vampire with?
Oh, Wilma, you've about gone too far. Now hurry up and cook me that steak. Hell, the way you move around here, you'll probably have to cut it into pieces for me because I'll be too weak to eat it by the time you get it to the table.
I already told you we don't have any steak. You broke dick loser.
Broke dick loser? Broke dick loser? Do you have any idea how many piles of children's vomit I have to mop up at Monty Mouse's theme park to pay for your bills? If you didn't, you wouldn't be so quick to open that gigantic yap of yours. Man, you're dumb.
Dumb? You, of all people, are calling me dumb?
Honestly, Wilma,
Oh, Lordy.
it's not that you're dumb, it's just, I think you're very unlucky when you think. And by the way, you can call me a broke dick loser all you want, but let me tell you right here, right now, there's nothing wrong with my dick. My ding-a-ling is ring-a-ding-dingin'.
Really, Mr. Casanova? Well, tell me, then why don't you take a shot at me? Well, hell, it's been months and months since you and I made love.
Make love with you? Oh, don't talk about that right before I'm about to eat. Oh, shit. There goes my appetite.
Why, you cold... Oh, you cold, hateful bastard! Oh, my goodness. What's the real reason you don't want to make love to me?
You want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I want the truth, and I want the truth now. Nothing but the truth, Wilbur.
Oh, you want the truth.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to give you the truth. It's your feminine hygiene, Wilma. Have you not noticed how all the neighborhood cats follow you around when you're outside? Hell, the blind man that moved in next door a couple months ago keeps asking me where the fish market is, and I don't have the heart to tell him the truth. There isn't a fish market within 50 miles of here.
I hope that's not one of your drug addict friends. You promised me you were gonna quit that shit.
There you go again, running that giant yap of yours. Yep. You blabbermouth, why don't you shut the hell up for once in your life? Hey, come in, the door's open. Hey, Wilma, it's Frankie Feelgood. What's happening,
Hey, Wilma,
Frankie?
how you doing,
Frankie,
pal?
what brings it to our humble abode?
Hey, Frankie.
Whatever. Hey, you don't remember? Jesus Christ. Never having the hospitality.
Now, have a seat.
You
Sorry.
know? So, wait, you don't remember? I bought that Peruvian flake over that you wanted.
Oh, that's just great. Wilbur, you promised me you were not going to do that shit anymore. Do you remember your promise to me?
Yeah, I remember. Do you remember when we got married, you promised me you'd never become a bitchy old hag? But just look at you now. So much for promises.
Why do you have to do narcotics? Why can't you just drink liquor like the rest of the world?
I tried it, but it didn't work, because every time I drank too much, I'd end up looking at two of you!
Now, what's up? You two are always tripping when I stop by. I don't know which one it is. One of you is like a zombie or something. You know what, you guys? I feel like you're so damn stupid for staying together. Like, what is this?
You got that right, Frankie.
Hey, don't touch me, okay?
This idiot I married is as dumb as a box of rocks.
Hey,
And he might as well be a zombie. What's left of his brain after all the drugs he's put it through?
Zombie? The one thing about you is if a zombie apocalypse ever happens, you'll be lucky, because they only eat brains!
Hey, I'll tell you, You guys are out of your friggin' mind. I'm out of here.
All right, thanks, Frankie.
You know? Wilma, it's never a pleasure, honey. Bye.
Ah, shut up. Well, I wonder who this could possibly be. Another one of your drugged or drunken so-called friends? Have you ever noticed the reason they ever stop by is either to sell you drugs or to borrow some money from your dumbass?
That's because they know I'm stuck in this hellhole with you. And there's only 3 things I can do to survive. You can either get drunk, get drugged, or blow my freaking brains out. They're just trying to stop me from the ladder. Oh, come in, it's open. Hey, look, Wilma, it's Bill Bourbon. Hey, Billy boy.
Hey.
Sit on down, how you doing? What's the word?
Word, man. Whiskey. Whiskey is my favorite word. I got a sure thing on a horse race today, and I come to give you a chance to make some real money. I got this tip from the big man himself. It's a sure thing.
The big man himself. You mean Diamond Jim, the horse trainer?
No, the real big man himself. Zoltan Akbar, the palm reader.
You mean the homeless Persian who lives in a cardboard box down by the river? Oh, how could you possibly lose with that expert in your corner? Oh my God, I don't know which is dumber than the other or more stupid between the two of you. The drunk or the skunk? Oh Lord.
Oh, that's rich. You calling me and my friends stupid. Let me tell you, you may not be the most stupid person on the planet, but you better hope he doesn't die anytime soon.
Shut up, you broke dick loser. Believe me, you are definitely one of the most stupid people I have ever had the misfortune of crossing paths with. But your friend here, he's on a whole other level. If brains were explosives, this idiot wouldn't have enough to blow his own nose.
Oh, shut the hell up, you old crusty crone! So tell me about this winning horse that Zoltan told you about. How much do I need to get a piece of the action?
All right then. The horse is called the Rusty Nag, and Zoltan told me that the odds all her to win are 1,000, but if he gave me this personal guarantee that she win it all, and all you need to do to get a piece of the big win is a small contribution of $1,000.
$1,000? That is more than we need to have the bidet installed in the bathroom, Wilbur. And your brilliant answer is for me to do a handstand in the shower.
Wilma, you're always looking for the easy path. I told you to keep practicing, and soon doing a handstand will come easy to you. And after Zoltan's horse comes in first place, we'll have enough money to put 20 bidets in our bathroom.
You know, Wilbur, you are one dumb son of a bitch, and I don't think you'll ever get any smarter. But I gotta tell you, I love you with all my heart, and I will always love you.
And you know, the older you get, the uglier you get. And most of the time, I want to kill you. But baby, you're the only one that makes my heart beat like a drum. I love you.
Hey everybody out there, welcome to the corner here at the Drunken Cockatoo, and we're in the cooking corner. And for the first time ever, right now we got a cooking superstar on the show today. She's called the resident mermaid, for those that know her well. We call her Beach Kimmy, and we also call her Caribbean Kimmy, and I gotta tell you, she's one heck of a cook. And she's gonna do a dish right out of Thailand. We're really confused here because she's got so many ingredients, my head's spinning. But I'm gonna turn it over to Kimmy right now, and Kimmy, just go ahead and slowly put your ingredients in and describe what you're doing so that if they want to cook this at their home, they can do it. And I gotta tell you, from what it smells like already, they're gonna be a fool if they don't cook it. So go ahead and take it away, Kimmy.
We're doing masaman Thai curry. We're using the Instant Pot today, and we got it started on with the saute. And I already got the oil in there. We're gonna start off by putting the masaman Thai curry. I like the Myseri brand. It's a really good brand, good quality masaman Thai. You can do it by hand and do all the curry yourself, but I like to cheat a little bit and be a little bit lazy on that because it just takes off time. This is the quick, easy version versus doing it all by hand.
Well, I'll tell you, it smells good already. I love all kinds of curries. That is a definitely good curry. Curry, I think, originally was Indian, and then I think it got spread all over to Asia. Of course, India is in Asia also, but I think it's originally an Indian invention, I think.
Pretty much. It started in India, and then it moved around to the other. India's got all the good spices. Because it's mostly like cardamom, some curry in there. Well, that's where you get the curry. And it's just such a good mixture of flavors going in here. We're gonna have some potatoes, we're gonna have some onions, and we're making it with chicken, but you can also make it with shrimp, you can make it with tofu, you can make it with beef, any meat really that you wanna make it with.
We got some brown sugar over here too, I see, Kimmy, huh?
Yeah, brown sugar.
Yeah.
It goes in there, and I'm just letting this curry get heated up a little bit.
It's getting aromatic in here already.
Oh, it's so yummy. So yummy.
Hey, somebody back there, tell the camera guy to put that smell-o-vision on, will you? I want everybody to be able to smell this in their house. It already smells wonderful already.
Right.
And we're just at the very first ingredient already.
I will be so glad when smell-o-vision is a thing. I mean, there was a long time ago that they never thought that we'd be able to have conversations talking to each other and seeing each other. You know, that was just a thing at Disneyland in Space Mountain. And now it's a real thing. We just get on FaceTime or Google phone or...
Well, some of those old things they talked about were right, because the Beatles' music definitely did ruin the world.
Yeah, nah. Hey, you can't say that about the Beatles.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
The Beatles were awesome. Now we're throwing some chicken in here.
Anyway, she's cooking this. It's a Thai dish. And, you know, there's a large amount of Asians that have settled in Biloxi. When I was out there myself, there's a ton of great Vietnamese and Thai restaurants out there. And when we first talked, that's why I thought it would be a good deal to, you know, cook some curry and Thai. And that's the Drunken Cockatoo himself over there that just screamed. That's Jake. And he's mad. That's enough, Jake. He's mad because he's not yet been inducted as part of the show. And that's coming real soon. He's going to have his own section called Jinkle Pops' Dance Party. And so he's just champing at the bit to get over here in it. All right, Jake, it won't be long. We'll get your contract signed. Don't worry about that.
Right. I've got the chicken mixed good up with nice and good with the curry, and now we're gonna add the potatoes. We've got a couple of potatoes chopped up into like 1-inch pieces, and we've got a small. You can use half a regular size onion, or I did a small onion. And
it smells wonderful already.
Adding.
It really does. Smells wonderful already.
Coconut milk.
Coconut milk?
Yum, yum.
What kind of coconut milk is that? A good one? Or?
It's the kind that I bought at the Asian store when I bought the curry.
The kind you know it's a good coconut milk if you can't pronounce a name. You notice that she didn't come up with a name after she read it, so.
Oh, it's
no, that's all right.
Shao Kao? I don't know.
There you go, close
Something like that.
Close
We're
enough.
gonna mix that all together. Just a portion of the coconut milk at first, and potatoes and the onions,
Good.
and
So it looks like we still
mix
got
that
garlic,
up.
ginger, basils,
Oh, yeah.
brown sugar, peanuts,
we got all sorts of good
bok
stuff.
choy,
No, water chestnuts.
water
actually.
chestnuts, carrots. You got fish sauce.
Got
Fish
some
sauce I love.
ginger going in. I don't. Now the recipe normally doesn't call for water chestnuts, but I just love the crunch that comes with them.
Yeah, it's a texture thing with those,
Yeah,
you know.
they're so good. They're so yummy. I love water chestnuts. Oop, we don't want the actual water. We just want the chestnuts.
Well, I'll tell you this, this fish sauce, it's so good in food, but when you smell it in a bottle, it smells like somebody's old gym shoes been left out too long or something.
Yeah, fish sauce definitely is not the best tasting stuff in the world. I mean, smelling stuff in the world.
I think it's
by
made
itself.
from fish stomachs, I think.
It's something disgusting.
Yeah, but it works out when you mix it
Little
with
brown
other stuff.
sugar, some carrots that have already been chopped up, and we're gonna add some chopped up garlic that's already been chopped up.
Yeah, you got to
I
have
love garlic. I love garlic.
Garlic is a wonderful invention. I wonder who invented it.
I could never be a vampire, and I never have to worry about a vampire ever taking a bite out of me, because if they do, they're dead meat, because I eat garlic daily. I love garlic.
Me too.
It's one of my favorite food groups. Back in the pot. Garlic is delicioso.
It's hard to beat garlic, that's for sure. You know, I think even if they made a garlic ice cream, I would be a fan, you know. How about a garlic and bacon sundae? Wouldn't that be great?
I don't know about garlic and bacon. That might be a little bit out there.
You know, in Japan they have all those ice creams, garlic and bacon and everything. Every flavor on the planet they have in their own ice creams over there. Some of them sound pretty disgusting, but I wouldn't write them off until I tried them.
This is true. This is true. Bacon does make everything better. I don't know about garlic and ice cream. That might be a little bit out there. But hey, you can try everything once, right?
Yeah. So I noticed you got peanut butter on the table. What is that go in at? Is that the end, or is that during the cooking, or what?
That goes in now too. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
I almost forgot.
Yeah. Put some calories in there, boy. We need them calories.
Then we top it off with some peanuts as well at the end.
Oh man, look at that.
Get off
Peanut
the
butter
spoon.
and garlic. It sounded like Thailand.
Peanut butter jelly, man.
Yeah. So the only thing we got left is ginger, peanuts, and lime. That's it. Oh, and fish sauce. Yeah.
I forgot. Can't forget the fish sauce.
Rotten fish bellies. Time for rotten fish bellies. I'll tell
Gotta
you.
have the fish sauce.
Oh yeah. Look at that. I give us some extra fish stomach. There you go. Boy, does it smell good in here.
Want to do something with that spoon?
Oh yeah.
Put it somewhere where it doesn't smell.
Yeah. You know, I got a couple
Almost
cats.
forgot the lime juice too. Don't want to forget the lime juice. It's usually the juice of one lime, but we're cheating today. I decided to do the already squeezed lime juice. We're cheating on a couple things because time.
Kimmy, go ahead and close that up tight for me, because I got cats in the house. We don't want them over here on the set, you know. They smell like fish sauce. They'll be over here.
Got it. Getting tight there. All right, we're gonna mix this up some more.
Yeah.
Smelling good already.
Starting to get that smell like when I go to a Thai restaurant. That smell that you only smell at a Thai restaurant, at least around here anyway. I don't ever cook Thai food myself.
After you taste this, you might want them more often. Let me mix that peanut butter in there good, because
it's pretty labor intensive, you know. Did you do the lime juice already, or is
yes,
that the finishing?
I squirted it in there already.
All right. So all we got left is chopped basil that you grew in your front yard in your own garden. Is that right?
I did. I grew it myself because I love fresh herbs.
Fresh basil, and we got some good peanuts here that Jake Pops, the Cockatoo's all mad because we're hogging him over here, and he wants him over there in his cage. But all right, Kimmy, put the lid on it. Let's get everything cooking.
We're gonna turn it on, and we're gonna set it up for we're gonna do 8 minutes since we have a fairly full pot there. And it's just gonna cook, and it's good. It takes a little while to pressurize, and then it actually does the cooking. All total, it probably takes about 15-20 minutes.
And we'll be right back, and we're gonna sample this when we come back.
Woohoo!
All right, we're back here at the Drunken Cockatoo again. We got our Kimmy, the Caribbean chef here, aka Resident Mermaid. She's cooked some beautiful stuff right from Thailand for us here. We got the coconut milk going, we got the fish sauce going, which is kind of funky by itself, but man, when you mix it all together, There's a real show going on here. Kimmy, let's go ahead and give it a try. What do you say? You ready to serve some of that marvelous stuff on it?
Turn off the heat. Oh,
Yeah.
shouldn't have that much pressure built up. There we go.
All right. Man, I can hardly wait for this. What are we gonna do? Can we sprinkle the peanuts on top of it when we're done with it?
We're gonna mix the peanuts in now.
Oh yeah.
Should have done that a little bit slower for the camera action. Do some slow-mo, but it's okay.
All right, boy, it smells great.
I wish we had smell-o-vision. I really do.
Yeah, I smell like that coconut milk and that, man, even that fish sauce is smelling good.
Throw some rice on our plate.
Yeah, cool.
Don't need to go with too crazy much
Yeah,
because it's lunchtime.
save enough for our cameraman. He's shy
Yeah.
back there, but he's got to eat too, you know.
Gotta save some for the cameraman.
All right, so you got your rice, and that's, by the way, that's that Indian basmati rice.
Actually, this is jasmine rice.
Yeah,
Coconut jasmine rice.
the
'cause
jasmine basmati.
I like the coconut. You put the lime in the coconut.
Bring it on up.
There's some
Yeah, it looks great.
juices in there. And we're gonna top it off with some fresh basil. Let me wipe this
That
up.
basil that you grew right in your garden, right? That's
Yes.
fresh from your house. I remember that now. I remember that. Yeah. You tried that rice. Oh, it's got that rice even has a nice coconut taste to it. All right, I'll wait for you, Kimmy. I'll wait for you and we'll try it together.
Dish some out for me.
How's it smelling? Are you catching a lot of aromas coming off of that, Kimmy, standing over top of it?
Oh yeah. So yummy smelling.
Man, I can't wait to try it here.
Juicy, got you crazy.
Kimmy, you better hurry up. I don't know how much longer I can hold out.
Alright, we'll throw some on here. A little garnish. We'll save some up for our cameraman so that he gets to enjoy some too.
Yeah, now look.
Just mix it all.
All right, we're going to get a little bite of this. Put the basil on there too. What do you think, Kimmy? Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's give it a rating. Oh, man.
So yummy.
Man. That is it. Plumes up, plumes up, man.
Hey,
All right, Jake, you'll get some in a second. Relax there, boy.
he agrees. He wants some.
That's Jake. Jake knows something when it's good when he smells it. So anyway, I give it a plumes way up. Great dish. I'm going to have to get some of the Jenko Pops over there. Jake, we're bringing you some right now. Hold on, let me get some more. Oh, man. I hit all the good stuff with that bite. Oh, yeah.
Aren't you glad I thought of it?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think I might have to go to Biloxi and get some of this out there, too, because I know they cook this all over Biloxi.
Oh, they cook it at any Thai restaurant, really, but but they got Thai restaurants in Biloxi, so hey.
All right. All right, we're going to be right back, and when we come back, we got to drink the Jimmy Buffett Immortalized, not margaritas, but in the Bama Breeze, an old bar that was in Bahamas, in Alabama, on the Florida-Bama border.
Florida-Bama.
The Florida-Bama, and they also have one called the Bama Breeze, and it was blown away in a hurricane, and they immortalized a drink there called the Biloxi Breeze. And when we come back, we're going to show you how to make it. Hang out, we'll be right back. Man, that's good.
Hello out there, this is AnnLouise, and today I am going to teach you guys how to make a Biloxi breeze, and believe you me, it's a breeze. I got all the ingredients here in front of me. So what we'll do, we'll start with some ice. Couple ice cubes, we'll make a few ice cubes. Okay. Then what we're going to do, we're going to take a shot of the rum. One shot. Here we go. go, voila. And then we're gonna take a shot of vodka. You guys are gonna enjoy this. We'll do a shot of vodka. Voila. And we have cranberry and orange juice. We'll do some cranberry. This looks really good. Oh! And orange juice. Look at that, guys. Wow, that looks delicious. Not to forget the lime. We're gonna squeeze some lime in there. Yeah, this looks really good. Okay, and then last but not least, we're gonna stir it up. And here is your Biloxi breeze, ladies and gents. Cheers! Enjoy! Oh my God, this looks delicious. Enjoy it.
We gotta have some food, some more food. We got some more drinks coming. We got some more action. We got some more comedy. We got some more 30-minute films coming. So anyway, until next time, I'm Madman Joe. We're out!